Hi, welcome to Week in Review from Captain Stitches. I'm Jean. Welcome to the Stitching Cottage while I share with you once again what I have accomplished this past week in the Stitching Cottage. So let's get right to it. First of all, one of the very first things I did this week after getting inspiration from scanning Pinterest was I saw a little flag pillow very similar to this, and I just adored it, but there was no pattern, so I had to immediately go and design my own pattern and make one up quickly so that I would have it ready for Flag Day on the 14th coming up this week. So I got that all finished and completed. Has a beautiful flag also for the backing fabric on there. So that I got all made up and accomplished. I also did our June block of the month as a demonstration for its tip demo time on Wednesday. It was this beautiful sunflower block, and here is that block completed. So we now have 6 blocks completed in our block of the month, if you are following along with that, which you can find all the information for that as always in my Facebook group, which is Captain Stitches and Friends, and the link for that is always included in the description box below every video. So if you aren't already a member and you'd like to follow along with everything that we do and the things that go along with my YouTube channel, that's where you need to be. So click on that and request to join. Thank you. And the other thing that I had intended to work on this week, I did get it all cut out and ready to go, is this cute little Bargello flag. But just as I was getting ready to start working on that, I had what I call brain fog. I'm sure many of you are familiar with that term, and many of you have had brain fog. Yeah, not frog. Brain fog from time to time. And while I was in that kind of brain fog, what snapped me out of it was the idea to go ahead and design a quilt called Brain Fog. So that is what I am in the process of. I've already started working on it. So to just give you a little bit of an idea, and I started sharing on Friday during my live, my progress for how I go about designing a quilt. So that will be continuing on as I work on this quilt, but this is what I was able to get completed, which is part of the idea that is going into that quilt. These strip sets are all sewn together and ready for the next step for that part. I also was able to get some tiny little flying geese pieced. I have several more of those to go. Yeah, a couple of them are upside down just because of the way that they are going to be sewn together. But I have gotten a start on that. I have a lot of, trying to clip that back in there so I don't lose it. A lot of the ideas that I have for that are already down on paper, just now putting it to fabric and the machine and getting it all pieced. Some of it will be done by hand, but that is in the works. And one of the other things that I worked on and had a great time working on this project, some of you saw me working on this, and it is this, which I have a basket inside the basket, but it is this huge artesian market basket. And it is designed by Pretty Peaceful. She has a tutorial on that, and we will be doing this basket as our crochet along, which will start on Wednesday during my Wednesday 3 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. It's tip demo time. That will be what I will be showing and getting everyone ready that wants to join in on that crochet along to get started on that project. and what I have inside of it. And we have Whip trying to get in here on the floor behind me. He's trying to get in the video too, having a good old time. But I have already started a second one, and I have all the, we'll hold that up a little closer, a little different colorway, but I have a second one already started and working on that in there. So that, except for, of course, more of the organizing that you all know is going, the reorganizing and moving of things in the Stitching Cottage, that is continuing to go on and will go on for some time yet. But so that is what I was able to accomplish. And of course, I know you all always look forward to mail call, which is right over here beside me in this box. And I think Whip wants to say hello. So here's Whip. He managed to get in the photo. That is for the notifications for this week in review. So look for that. He did a photo bombing. If you look for him in the, I believe it'll be the left-hand corner of the photo, you will see him on that. That is the notification for my week in review. The yeah, the thumbnail photo for that. But and he just doesn't want to stop down here, but we will continue on anyway. But one of the things that I got in the mail this week is some more supplies for sashiko. I think some of you are familiar with that type of hand stitching, but I got one of the finger that you wear like a ring thimbles, because you don't really use the tip of your finger when you are doing this type of stitching. You use it farther down to push the needle through. So I got that and some more sashiko needles. Sashiko, I guess is the correct pronunciation. I hear different pronunciations, but I believe it is sashiko. And this is some of the designs pre-printed on paper, I mean fabric already. I think I'm still having a little bit of brain fog. And I got what I think is going to be really fun is I got the Ultimate Sashiko card deck, which it is patterns, techniques, and inspiration in 52 cards. And wouldn't it be awesome to just kind of take this, remember the good old card game, 52 card pile, pick up or whatever, just throw them up in the air and let them fall, and the last one that I pick up is the one that I try out and start working on. But that would be kind of cool to do that. But that is one of the things that I got in the mail this week. One of the other things, which if it hadn't been for with mail call, would have already been out here to show you, because I will be leaving a link for this also in the description box. And it is the pattern book that this beautiful artesian market basket, the pattern for that is found in this book. And she has some other wonderful, wonderful patterns. And I will be, isn't that a beautiful, that is actually, it looks like it's a poncho, but it's actually a blanket. And so, but that is a beautiful, beautiful pattern. She has some awesome, really, really beautiful patterns in here. This is a what is it? She calls it a yogi wrap for wearing after yoga classes while she is taking a walk back home. But this just real quick will show kind of, you know, some of the layouts of that in there. And I thought this was really cute. It's called a knot cushion. And when you look at it, yeah, it's a great big knot, but here it shows and demonstrates how it is used. She's actually sitting on it, so could be very comfortable and useful. Throw it in the car and just pull it out, and there you have something to sit on when you're out. But there are also beautiful, beautiful pillows and just a whole lot of awesome patterns in here. So I will be, like I said, sharing the link for that also in the description box. So if you are wanting to follow along on the and crochet along. There is a tutorial, so you won't necessarily have to have the pattern book, but it would really come in handy. And if you're like me, I like to support the designer, so you will be able to go over and click on that link and order yourself that book. And then, keeping in my latest realm of the quilting world, I got a second kit of Jacqueline Dijon, which is this beautiful one called Brilliant Beauties of Joy. And that is foundation paper pieced by Jacqueline Dijon from her Be Colorful collection. And it is a kit, so all the fabrics are included in that, all numbered and ready to start working on that project, which of course I have the other one that I will be doing first before this one, but that also came in the mail and I need to get that all set up in my filing system for that and ready. But that is everything from mail call, I do believe. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. And everything that I was able to work on this week in the Stitching Cottage. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing what I was able to do this week. I hope that some of these things may have inspired you, may have piqued your interest to try something different this week and enjoy just working on whatever it is, whatever projects that you have, having a great time in whatever room or closet or dining room table that you do your crafting, stitching, sewing. In the meantime, everyone, have an awesome week coming up. And remember, I can keep you in stitches. Bye-bye, everyone.